What is going on, my people? What is going on, my people? This is your boy Venira Scott, the KillaKrane himself. It is November the 8th, 2024 to him. I am joined today by the one, the only, the esteemed, the Esquire, Mr. L Dog Lamar Hicks. What's going on, brother?
I don't know about the Esquire part, but what's going on, man?
What is that fine institution that you're wearing on your shirt right there?
Oh man, that is the product of Delta State University. Delta State is holding their homecoming this weekend, and since we can't be there, best thing we could do, man, is support. See, I almost said it, and I wasn't gonna say it. I almost said no, the Delta Statesman, not that other thing that everybody say claim that it is.
Oh, that name which we shall not speak.
No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going to speak it up, man. I'm not going to speak it up. You can go and Google it now, but it's something that they call Delta State now.
Uh oh. Uh
I
oh.
still call. I still call it the Statesman. So
I know exactly what you're talking about. If y'all don't know, do a quick little Google search. But I'm sure this gentleman can attest that Delta State is still a fine institution to attend and to graduate from. Am I correct or wrong?
man, yes, most definitely, man. Man, when I made it there, believe it or not, man, you really couldn't tell if Delta State was a white or black school because there was so many of us there at that particular time. And so, man, just fun memories, man. Every time I just sit down and I just think about it, I think I had more fun at Delta State than I did at Clarkston High and Kahoma combined.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Interesting. So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because I stayed on campus, and basically, man, everybody there is family. And so what I mean by that is that when people, at times when people, uh, you know, uh, pledge, um, you know, they start hanging around, just the people that they pledge around.
Right.
But the thing about Delta State is that everybody knew their role. So it's like you were who you were before you pledged. Don't get the big head and think that you better than everybody else. But fortunately enough, we the people that I went to Delta State with, don't act like that. So man, it's just love all the way around. Like I said, we just one big happy family down there.
Huh. Okay. Do you think it has to do with the changing of time? We're gonna get into that too. You know what I'm saying? Do you think there's a different ideology? And we're gonna get off Delta State, but we're gonna get onto the rest of them. But it kind of ties into the rest. It kind of segues. Is there a
Um,
different ideology in that college from when you joined to right now?
oh yeah, man. Like I said, it was a lot of black people there going on campus. It was a lot of man, like so the cafeteria was like right in the heart of the campus, and
Right. That's
and
the
so
one that
it
looked
was.
like a UFO, right?
What did it say again?
Didn't y'all UFO? I'm sorry, yo, cafeteria was the one that looked like a UFO. It was kind of
Yeah,
circular.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, that
yeah,
makes sense
yeah.
now.
And so it was man, when I tell you that, people were outside, gathering, kicking it, man, they actually had a little mini step show outside. Um and when I tell you that, you know, um after everybody got finished eating, everybody was just outside just kicking it. Like it was like, you know, it was a fun time, and so I get down there now, and so it's Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it's like now, everybody just, well, I don't know how it is down there now, but from what I heard, it's nowhere near like it was you know, when I was going, attending there. So
Right. So when's the last time you been? I promise we're gonna get off Delta State, but when's the last time you've been down there?
actually last year for homecoming, and man, when I tell you that it was just cool to just get down there and to see everybody. Um, you know, people, people haven't changed. I mean, it's still the same. Um, you know, it wasn't as many people there as it used to be for homecoming. But mind you, now I hadn't been to Delta State's homecoming since, oh my gosh. Um, let's see. So we went in 2023. Um, I think the last time I went prior to was maybe, oh, it was a long time. It was a
Hmm.
long time.
Hmm.
But from what I heard, the step shows are not the same. Um, you know, uh, Friday, for homecoming, Friday was the time to kick it, to go out. Saturday, everybody went to the duck pond, and you know, then everybody, dispersed, got dressed. We literally got dressed to go to the step show,
Okay.
and and then and then we went back to the dorm room and changed clothes and kind of got loose, you know what I'm saying? And then went to the party because there was no reason for you to go to what you had on at the step show because man, it was so hot because it was so many people in there. Like, you had fans going and it was still hot, because it was like
Mhm.
so many bodies in one spot, and then of course, you had the Greeks, party walking and everything and stuff like that. And so, it was cool. It was cool, man. Oh, there he go.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
oh, oh, snap.
Uh oh.
Oh,
Another icon in the Atlanta metro areas before us, the
man.
man, the legend, Marzell Paler.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, you got it, man.
Marzell, man. What's up, boy?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah,
Take,
man. What you
take it
say?
one at a time.
I heard that. I heard that. Mr. Hicks right here is talking about Delta State. And you didn't attend CCC, did you?
No, I moved away in '99 after I
Oh,
graduated.
that's right.
You,
Okay.
you know what they called CCC back in the day?
What's that?
Crooks, convicts. It was crooks, convicts, or something, man.
That one, well, in a way that wasn't far off. I heard it was Cupcake College. Because they said it was pretty easy to get some good grades there.
Man, I mean, you have to be smart. I mean, you smart, go to Oklahoma, get your GPA up, and then, for people who wanted to pledge, there you go.
Right.
So, they ain't have to worry about, and then you took, God rest his soul, Mr. Wade, you went on and you took Western Civic 1113. This is
Oh,
Wade, not the welfare. You better read this book.
hold on. You just threw me for a loop right there. I didn't know Mr. Wade passed.
Yeah.
I did not know that. He
Mm-hmm.
was the one always telling them people, look, if you don't do my assignment, you'll get the big D.
Oh, the little D. Marcel, don't you go there. Don't you go there.
I didn't say
Oh
nothing.
my God. I
I was
did
like, that
not
has
know.
a that has a whole new meaning now.
I know, right? Exactly. Um,
Man, look, we ain't gonna elaborate on that. We gonna need to keep that pushing. Keep it pushing.
well, I hate to add to this. Speaking of iconic people in the Clarksdale area that has passed away, anybody from the Clarksdale, Mississippi area who loved hamburgers or chili cheese dogs knows of this place right here. It is Kemp's.
Kim's.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I took a sabbatical today, man, from social media today. I just woke up and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that today. And before I actually saw that yesterday, because he passed yesterday. So yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, my condolences goes to the Kemp family. Everybody loved
My
Mrs. Kemp.
condolences.
Yeah, she used to have them hamburgers in the tin foil, and you come in there and it'd be smoke everywhere. She'd be like, "What you want, baby?" And then I'd be like, "I can't see anything. It's too much damn smoke." So, um, it was definitely a greasy spoon restaurant. Everybody loved it. Um, Hamburgers, chili cheese dogs. Do y'all remember anything else that was cooked there?
I did. I never went there.
You know what? I don't think
Oh,
I've always heard of it, and I never went there either.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was a treat when my daddy used to get us some of them hamburgers in the tinfoil. But yeah, I wish you had have done that, but that's fine as long as you remember, where Miss Kempsey is, and
yeah.
oh well, unfortunately, she passed. So my condolences to that family.
So my question is, was her restaurant still open until the day she passed, or what? Or had been closed down for some years, or what?
That's a great question. And I haven't been in Clarksdale in so long, and when I did, I didn't go there. I think
Mm.
everybody had kind of migrated to Dante's
Yeah,
restaurant.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Shout out to him too and his restaurant, and his family. Dante Owens.
For
They have a
sure,
hamburger joint. What
for
you say?
sure.
Is your uncle still cooking hot tamales?
He does. He actually, you know, people could go up there and get them, or they can, no, he can ship them to you.
Okay. Well, I always use this dry dad joke. Tell him to email me some. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, congratulations. Oh, by the way, this week is Anything Can Happen Friday. We're gonna do this every now and then, probably the last Friday of the month. Remind me, guys. This is fans' choices for the week. I had a controversial subject in mind for this week. I'll probably do that next week. But with the recent election, there are some who are happy with the results, some who are absolutely terrified and have anxiety about what's going to happen next year. So I was like, let me do something fun to get everybody's mind off of this. That's why I put up there no politics. We're going to have some fun today. Congratulations again on Lamar for your baby, new baby girl. And I was thinking about that. If they still had the old McDonald's, you could put on one of them things. You remember that?
Right, right, right. You remember those old McDonald's seats?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I probably buy one just for nostalgia reasons. But yeah, let me get on to the topic today. The first topic was brought by my beautiful girlfriend Dee Dee. She brought that up to
Yay.
me, and her question is, hold on, let me get the banner up here. Um, were women in the 80s and the 90s different than the women from today? If so, how and how have their views on relationships changed? So, if you guys remember, let me see. I had some pictures up here. The hairstyles were different, the
Kool-Aid,
mentality
man.
of women were different. I mean, it was just a different era on things like that.
Hmm.
So, do you guys think that the mindset of women is different than the mindset of women today, and how?
Well, you
I
really,
think I'm gonna let you go first because I'm
you
just
really,
gonna let you go first. Go ahead.
we really can't say that because we was kids then. So could we really answer that? I don't think that we were dating in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? We weren't dating women back then, so I don't really fucking know. To be honest with
I know we weren't dating, but like if people did, like we have history that we could study, and people say that back in the 60s and the 70s, women thought like this, and they had a certain mentality.
you. Well, if you're gonna go for that, I would say that it is different. The women back then, they didn't have any dating sites besides Match.com in the 90s. I mean, was it Match back then, or was something that it was something
Probably
that
was Match.
it was Match or something else, but that was
No.
late 90s. But
Okay.
but either or, like the women's probably their perspective was a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Women have always been into guys who are wealthy and all that stuff. I didn't really hear them being really into guys that was 6 foot until just recently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was a thing until recently. But yeah, even like the hairstyles was different. The women, I don't know, they were a little bit easier to talk to back then. For me, I don't know.
Okay. And you were in Michigan at the time, correct?
Well, I stayed in Clarksdale for 4 years, and then I moved to Michigan when I was an adult. So, women are always into guys who had money. Not so much the height wasn't a big deal.
Okay. Lamar?
Uh, I would say that they're definitely women are definitely different. Uh, uh, you know, I guess with different, with times things change. Like Marzell just said, with their hairstyles and everything. Um, man, uh, to take a trip down nostalgia, um, Soul Train, the Soul Train line.
Mm.
The Soul Train line was definitely different in the 80s compared to like the late 90s and the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
uh,
wait,
Okay.
I got another one for y'all.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, now the chicks shave their vagina hairs off. Back then, they had bushes.
And was proud. And was proud.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like the shaved, man. I like bush. I like a bush, man. I'm
Ain't nothing
sorry.
wrong.
I can't. I don't like shave too much, man.
Hey, either way, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So,
hey,
what you
either
say?
way, different strokes to move the world. That's it.
I heard
Different strokes to move the world. Mm.
it. Hey, I feel the same way. Hold on, I think I got a comment here. Nope, there's no comment. It was something else. Yeah. Hey, different strokes for different folks. Hey, somebody brought up a question or a meme on Facebook. I hate to get into this, but they asked me to ask y'all. They said that they haven't heard women say. You remember how I used to say in high school, "I'm strictly dickly." They say they don't hear women saying that no more.
Right.
So,
That's
what's
true.
your opinion on that?
I haven't heard that in years.
Nope, I ain't heard that in years either.
Mm, mm.
Well, you know what? I take it back. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Got to be around the right people.
Got to get
Right.
around the right people.
Yep. Got to be around the right people.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
remember. You know what? I remember. Like since we talking about this, man. I remember back in the day, man. You couldn't admit that you ate pussy, man, because they
Yep.
would talk about you. They would talk about you.
So would.
They would, man. Look, it was a guy that went to Clarksville High School. I never knew him personally, but I just heard of him. And
Mm-hmm.
he did that to his girlfriend, and they used to call him Lick'em Low Rico.
Yep. Yeah. bruh, bruh. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I used to do that
I don't
too.
see. I don't see nothing wrong with eating coochie. I didn't see nothing wrong with it back then, and I don't see nothing wrong with it now. And I openly admit that that is my shit. Okay, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I love to do that to to the right woman. You can't do it to everybody, but to the right woman, oh yeah,
But bruh, think about it. Back in the day, people like me and you used to get ridiculed if we said to somebody that we ate pussy. However, nowadays they openly saying they eat
yeah,
ass. I'm not
yeah,
saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just
yeah.
saying, you know.
I remember hearing like they would say that girls was nasty for giving head and all that stuff. I remember those same women I would I would befriend.
Mhm.
And hopefully I got an opportunity to see what that shit felt like.
We'll see. We'll see. So when Instant V came out with that song Downtown, that changed the game.
ah,
That
good
changed the
point.
game right there.
Yeah.
Good
Cause
point.
because even though that song was talking, it was from a women perspective. Men had no other choice than listen.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah. So and then but you know what made it dirty for women to give head was when Two Live Crew came out with one and one. We're having some fun in the bedroom all day and all of
Mm-hmm.
the nights.
Yeah.
See, y'all forgot about that. Y'all forgot about that. I ain't forget about that. See, Two
That's
Live
one of the
Crew there.
ones you had to buy the album and listen to that song, you know.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the radio, you know. And
And you know what? And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That's so crazy that group got so popular. They didn't need radio.
they sure
No.
didn't.
They
No.
didn't need radio.
To be honest with you, a lot of back then, a lot of the artists that we listened to wasn't even played on the radio because their stuff was too raunchy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was
Right.
too raunchy. But the thing is, it still caught fire because people will buy the album, listen to it, and it'll be their favorite. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep,
it didn't
Mm-hmm.
matter.
yep.
Hey,
So,
Marzel,
but but
go
but
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but but getting back to the way how women are now compared to back
Mhm.
then is that, like I said, women actually danced at the club back then.
Mm.
Yeah.
They don't dance at the club no more. They do this right here now.
Yeah. All that stuff. The ceiling challenge.
No, they just hold it. No, they ain't dancing with
They
no
try to be
nigga.
on Snap. They try to be
No,
on
they
Snap.
ain't dancing with no nigga. They dancing with their phone.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why that's the reason why I'm glad I got married, because I like to go to the club and I like to dance. And man, please,
And look, you
please,
know what? I would go to the club, man, and just lean up against the wall and just look cool, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't no dancer. I wasn't. Look, I can speak in front of people with no problem. I can speak in front of 100,000 people and it wouldn't bother me at all. But you get me out there on the dance floor, I'm like a deer in headlights, bro. I don't know what the fuck to do because I'm not no dancer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no dancing ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Right.
man,
Right. Cause shit,
Marzel,
back in the day, all the men had to do was this number right here. That's all we did. The women did
Nah,
all the other stuff.
fuck that. I
Marzel,
would I would fuck that up.
Yeah.
Marzel, Marzel. Look, I promise you, if you came to Delta State with me, if you were there, I would have taught you. And you would, and I would be like, I'm like, nigga, look, we go do something. You stand up against that wall, I don't know, but man,
Man.
because Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you a song that would have got your ass off that wall.
What's that?
Tila, show enough.
Oh yeah.
That would have got your ass because you standing on the wall and you see a woman dancing. The way how she was dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and we ain't talking about Luke. We gonna go to Luke scarred. Yeah, you would have did something. Cause man,
Hey
ain't-
man, look, it wouldn't nothing get me off that wall. I'm sorry, bro.
all right, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'd be chilling.
Out the wall, huh?
I'm just sitting there chilling, holding my drink, like you know what I'm saying, just spectating, you know. And I wait till after the club is over and I go and holler at chicks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did, and it was successful for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to like them house parties. Now that was
Oh
fun,
yeah,
you know. So going over somebody's house, or either at the UPT in Clarksdale, the Uptown, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know,
Man, look. We went to Max Lounge
Mhm.
and we went to oh my gosh, what's the other club? I can't remember the other club.
Oh, the one that's now by Ground Zero.
No, it was well that one too.
Okay.
But that one really hidden in my mind. Um, it was right where Walls used to be on the Soto.
mm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what 666 Mafia was at, and they got into a fight or something.
Yep.
So
Yep.
let me ask you that: is there okay living in Clarksdale? I don't know. I know Bernard, you haven't been there. Is there any spots there where you can hang out and go to the club and have a good time?
Ooh, I haven't been there.
Uh, Annabelle's.
Oh, that's yeah.
Because
Oh, I like Annabelle's. That's where the old folks hang out.
Cause
Annabelle's.
the reason why I ask is because I see a lot of times I'm on the Facebook page for our graduating class and they always talk about getting together in Clarksdale. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing in Clarksdale? You know what I'm saying? Like what is there to do? Because I remember living there, it was boring as fuck.
Nah,
Ooh,
man. Nah, man. It ain't nothing to do. Like I said,
well, it was back
I
in the
would have
day,
I
though.
would have loved to have known where people went after homecoming last week at Clarksdale High.
Mm,
Right. There's a Clarksdale face group. It's called the Clarksdale Voice.
mm,
Join that group, and you can ask questions, and you can get a lot of insight on a lot of stuff. So,
mm.
I'm not exactly. It was less. It's less to do now, I'm sure. But I remember back in the '90s, I had quite a few things. You just had to know the people, and hang out.
Yeah, and I
Um,
wasn't from there, man. And then like a lot of times my mom didn't allow me to go places and stuff like that, man. So I really wasn't familiar with a lot of areas unless it was the area I was living in. Like I lived over there by Oakhurst and Clarksdale High, the old high Clarksdale High. I lived over
oh
there.
yeah.
Okay, so you talking about the Cat Cave?
Yeah,
hmm
I stayed over there. I didn't,
hmm
I didn't really see a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
it wasn't a lot of. I hate to bring race into it, but it was mostly like I think it's about 70% white over there, 80% white, no curse,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now
During that time, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
yeah. So I heard it's in flip the script now. I'm not
Oh
saying it's
yeah.
good or bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's bad.
Yep. Um, something you brought up earlier about
Who?
Marzelle. Remember you were saying about women's viewpoint on going down. You
Yeah.
remember that old joke about the girl who was in school and the teacher was like, if you eat a lot of salt, it can even show up in a man's sperm. And then the girl said, "Oh, that's why it tastes like that."
Mm.
And then,
Damn.
yeah, that old joke. And everybody was like, "Ew, ew," and the dude was like, "No, what you doing Saturday night?"
Damn.
So I
Yeah.
just reminded me of that joke. Let me see. Um, did y'all have any other before we move on about the women's in the '80s different from the women's in the '90s?
Uh, I mean, like I said,
Or
most of them danced. I mean, they danced. Like I said, a la Soul Train.
Well, the dancing
You know,
was a lot different back then too. Like all you see girls doing now is twerking.
yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah,
I would say that they used to like, if you could be a gentleman, even the thuggish girls sometimes would love a gentleman. Nowadays, it's all about manipulation and getting as much money as they can out of these men, and they wonder why a lot of these men out there on these dating sites don't want nothing but some coochie
Well,
because
the thing is that was the case back then too, but we didn't have no money, man. That's the thing. We was broke. They wouldn't. Hey, if a girl was talking to you back then, it's because she genuinely liked your ass. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
She didn't care about your money, but she might have been talking to somebody else who had some money. So you know what I mean. At the same time, but that's always been a thing, man. Women have always chased men with nice cars and nice money.
yeah, well, that's true.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and dudes broke nowadays, but it seems like, well, I guess.
Oh, you must forget. And dude, the guys that play football.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the star football player, the star basketball player, that's what was going. That was what was popping in high school. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
would see
Right.
you would see niggas that was that was ugly as hell that had and they was on a football team and had you had some of the prettiest girlfriends in high school. I'm like, I know I look better than that nigga, and he dating her.
I know you lying.
Yeah,
Right. That's always you brought up staples with dating, the jocks and the bad boys. Even like within the white community or whatever in the 60s, you had the greasers who, would comb their hair like in grease, and they would be bad boys, and the kind that mama will reject, you know what I'm saying? The daddy will intrigue them the most. And I guess nowadays it's the dudes with the Jordans and the skinny jeans and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I guess there's this, same crap, different toilet.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's the way it goes though.
Yeah,
That's the way it goes, man. It's the bad boys, the thugs, the basketball player, the star football player. You know what I'm saying?
right. I had to stay the way I was. I wasn't about to change my personality.
Nah.
Being goofy is too much fun for me. So I like the
But
cake
hey, but
too.
the thing is, man, you was getting girls back then too, man. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
I
they liked the light skin back then, but I was always caking too. I was like,
yeah, I remember I remember
That's
this.
a
I go
phrase I ain't heard in a long time. Caking. My wife
okay,
laughing at that.
so look, I remember this 10th grade. I think Vanaris is like 11th grade, and he was dating a particular young lady. I'm not gonna say her name on here, but he was dating a particular young lady, and she had like some stuff going on, and she was sad. This nigga was in class. She was behind him. He turned around and he was rubbing his fingers through her hair in class. And I remember Coach Holden called him macaroni.
yeah,
I was like, this nigga is stroking her hair in class. I was like, now this is some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and the thing is, but he was getting some ass. I wasn't. So you know what I'm saying? I couldn't hate. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that was just his demeanor, man. That's just how he was, man. He was just smooth. He was a smooth guy, man. Smooth guy. Me, my
I
idea,
hear
my
you.
idea, my idea of talking to girls, man, because I had no idea how to talk to women, bro. Had no idea how to talk to women. My idea was of starting a conversation out with a chick would be like, "Hey, did you watch the Power Rangers yesterday?"
I was watching Power Rangers too, my brother.
Hey, hey,
But I didn't,
hey.
what I'm saying? Like I didn't. I was a nerd. I had no idea, man. But once I figured that shit out, uh, I'm dangerous. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Once I figured that shit out, it was on and popping. I'm telling you,
Right.
I was going
Look,
through
as you look,
Benares, no.
hey, hey,
Mhm.
as you were talking about Hill stroking her hair, and you said what you said. Why the song "Smooth Operator" by Sade was playing in my head?
Ooh, great song, bro. You can make me download that right now and play that song. That's one of them songs where you mad and you just play it and you just rocking back and forth with your
Yeah.
eyes closed.
Yes. Look, man.
Woo-wee.
Look, I'm telling you, man. What really kind of like turned me um from being like a dork, like they used to call back in the day, or a dweeb, was when I like started talking to girls more and stuff like that, and they're like, I realized you don't really have to say a whole bunch for a girl to be interested. All you gotta do is just listen. You know what I'm saying? If you listen, she's gonna tell you what she's
What you
looking
want?
for. Yeah.
Right, right.
See, a lot of times guys don't realize they'll say or do things to fuck up their chances of even talking to the girl. You know what I'm saying? They'll say something or do something stupid. Don't get me wrong.
I've
I
been there.
have made mistakes and since I have learned, but you know, at the same time, a lot of times a woman's gonna let you know what she wants, and you just have to listen and implement. That's all.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true. And I had five sisters. I was the only boy. Had mostly girl cousins, so I always had a soft spot for women,
Me
and that's
too.
why I hated that bad boy type thing. I was
Yeah.
like, and I was, I used to hang out with them Nation of Islam guys, and they would, put women on a total high pedestal. So that's the way I always was. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the women has to be. That's the closest to God you ever find. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that mentality. I guess that they could kind of sense that too. But of
Yeah.
course, you have these ghetto girls, and they think that I don't know. They like to play games and stuff.
But see, the thing is, you can't put them on the pedestal. I've told you that before. You gotta treat them like you gotta treat all women the same. And what I mean is, if even if you know how if you're comfortable talking to a woman who's ugly, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
be just as comfortable talking to a girl that's a badass 10. You know understand what I'm saying? You have to have
Mm-hmm.
that same energy. You can't treat them no different.
Okay.
Boy, when you said something about treat 'em, another song popped in my head. Uh, treat 'em like a lady.
Oh, that's the new Temptations when they got the new group in the
Yeah,
80s.
He said,
that was post David Ruffin.
what he say?
Uh-huh.
Uh, uh, if she got a cigarette, you could light it for her.
Uh-huh. You know what? Now that we're talking about music and culture in the 90s, which one of these magazines was your favorite? Y'all watching?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was
I'm
it
looking.
either Ebony Magazine, Teen Machine, Right On Magazine, or Jet Magazine?
Jet.
I know.
I
Look,
wonder
look.
why.
No. I know why Marzelle like Jet.
You looking at what the staple
Why?
at?
I
Why is
know
that?
why.
Why
I
is that?
know why, nigga. I know why you like Jet because the damn beauty of the fucking week was
Oh,
in
you
there.
damn right. You damn right.
What's
It,
the
it
next
ain't
staple
had
is?
nothing to do. It ain't had nothing to do. I bet that you didn't read not a one. Only thing when you got that Jet, you went straight to the damn Ebony of the week, and I ain't mad at you because I did too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would read the articles sometimes if it was something interesting. I would read the articles sometimes. I
yeah.
mean, shit. But my go to was Players Magazine, Playboy,
Hey.
and Blacktail.
Eh. Now, I don't even remember that one now. Black Tail. You got that's one of them you must have went to Robert Jones stash.
No,
Hey,
I had uncles who had that shit laying around.
Hey, but another good thing about Jet magazine, and that would have been my favorite too. Toward the end of the magazine, you could always see what music, both the
yup,
singles
I
and
was
the
about to go
album.
there. I was about to go there.
You said what?
Okay. Go ahead, Lamar.
No, so when you get to the end of the Jet magazine,
Oh yeah,
they had the singles
yeah
and the
the top 10
albums.
singles. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, albums of that particular week or year or whatever, month
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Um,
crazy going back looking at that, you know.
Right
Right.
now, right on was cool too because that was more or less like for us. Um, like I said, you got Brandy on the cover,
Who in the
uh,
upper right hand
Mace,
corner?
Mace, and then
Right.
you had Usher, and you had all them, and you can put those actually, on your wall because I actually did too as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, what was the other one? You had another one up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Teen Magazine. So Teen Magazine was for one who, you watch TV and like I said, you got Kirk Cameron on there, and everything. Uh, you know, so yeah.
What
Yeah, that
about?
was for that. Man, take her ass off.
Oh, you had a
Take
bad
her ass
experience
off.
with her.
You should have found another
You know
cover,
what?
man.
You know what? This is a mystery, man. I'm asking y'all guys this, man. Did Anita Baker even have a body, man?
Eh, she had a voice. She had that
No,
voice. Like,
I ain't talking about her voice, man. I'm not talking about her voice. I said her body. I know what her voice sounds like.
I
it
never, you
wasn't
know
known
what,
for the
and,
body.
and and you know what, I never did hear her connecting with some other singer either. I never did hear that. She kept if she did it, she kept it on the down low for real, for real. But I never heard her link to like another artist.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Yeah, she had that good song on what was the Boomerang soundtrack?
On Boomerang.
On
What's
boom.
it? Love should have brought you home. No, that's Tony
No,
No,
Braxton.
that's Tony
no,
Braxton,
that's Tony
man.
Braxton.
That's Tony Braxton. I'm sure she was on the soundtrack of some sort because she was big.
No, I
She
don't
was
ever
on
think
the
she
soundtrack.
was.
So you
Who
think of
was it?
her song is Sweet Love, Rapture of Love, and all that stuff. Those are her top singles.
Look, so I'm gonna tell you why. For the people in the back that don't know why I said take that cover down. That heifer came here to Memphis and she was late. I'm talking about late, late.
Mm.
Then when she came out, y'all, she didn't do her own song. She did a Patti LaBelle song.
Mm,
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
it's crazy.
And
Mm.
I'm like, bro. And then she performed that song, and then she did one more other song, and then she said, "Oh, let me take a break." A
Mm.
break.
She did. When she got there, she was off break, huh?
Yeah, man, what you said, and then on top of that, the sound was terrible. I
Mm.
mean, the sound was slap terrible, man. Like that. Um, it was crazy.
How much you
Man,
pay for? If you don't mind me asking, how much you pay for the tickets?
how much we pay for those tickets? It was $131,
I would have beat 150 out of them.
and then we left early.
Oh wow!
So we were just that pissed. No, everybody in that place was pissed about her singing, sounding the way how she sounded. What she should have done was get a mic, get a chair, and sing her songs.
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah.
That's
I,
all she had to do.
I about to say you left early. That's the reason why y'all got that baby now.
Yeah.
Leave that woman alone, man.
Oh my God!
See,
Hey,
You know
hey,
I
that
got
was out of what was that? Fresh Prince.
I gotta give you a hard time, Lamar, man. You know I
Uh,
hey, she here now, so
got
hey, you remember that on Fresh Prince? There was like they were trying to find out where Hillary was conceived, and they found out she was conceived at a Sly Stone concert. It was like it wouldn't happen if they weren't 2 hours late.
right, right,
That is so funny, man.
right.
No, I think another one. What was funny was when Carlton was like, he was like, I hear weird noises in the bedroom. He's like, he's not hurting her, Carlton.
oh,
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 Oh man,
show, classic show.
that
that
is
Oh,
like a
that's
lot of
funny.
classic.
That's funny.
Speaking of which, we're gonna get on that too about TV shows that was great back then, but they redid them. You know, we're not gonna get into that today, but you know, like they redid Fresh Prince, Boy Meets World to Girls Meets World. It's a bunch of
Fuller
them.
House.
Yeah, Fuller House. They're trying to do another Family Matters, and you know, it's about Steve Urkel's children.
If you
It's
I
crazy.
hope they do it.
if you haven't watched Bel Air, you missing out.
I don't like Bel Air. It's just totally different.
I watched the first 2 seasons and I kind of like lost interest a little bit, man. I think they were doing too much.
Man,
I ain't like all the drugs and Carlton doing drugs and they trying to drown Will and they fighting and shit. I ain't like all that stuff. You know, it was a family show at first. You know,
man.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
and the crazy thing about it is gotten better.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out then.
It's gotten better.
I've been trying to find something else to watch, man.
Yep, I got to catch up on so much. By the way, guys, Cobra Kai, the second part of season
November 15th.
Yep, November the 15th, which is in what, 7 days?
Yeah.
7 days.
Man, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh my God. I'm so ready.
Like I said, I'm gonna put this on Facebook again. I believe, and this is a spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. Spoiler alert for the next 50 seconds. Tori's mother died on the floor. My fan theory is that John Kreese killed her in some kind of way.
I believe it. I believe it.
I can see him doing that. He's a piece of shit.
Oh yes, not a piece of shit. He the whole shit and the palace to go with it.
Man, I'm gonna give you if you like documentaries, the one that they did on Arnold, that's on
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Arnold. I'm sorry, Arnold from Different Strokes.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta say who you talking about.
Yeah.
What you talking about, Lamar?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man, that one is that documentary is it's crazy.
What platform is it on?
I think it's on Peacock.
Okay, Peacock. Okay.
I got Peacock.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's on.
I was gonna make a stupid joke, but never mind.
I thought Marcel was. I was waiting. I was waiting for it to happen.
You always be waiting for me to say something, man.
And, you know, look. You just like one of my partners, man. Well, a couple of my partners that I with when I was at Delta State, and you just couldn't say stuff around. And you be like, oh, here he go. He finna say it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
hey, you be like, Claude on what you call it, on life. He was like, you always saying some nasty shit, Ray. He said, cause I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Oh, I love that movie. I'm gonna add that to the watch party. We gotta add that one. You gonna eat your cornbread, you know.
Man, I think Friday is on right now.
Is it? I got that movie somewhere on here. It was a 3-disc, like it was a DVD, and they had all 3 movies in it. You know, the Fridays.
Yeah.
It's somewhere around here. That's why I want to do the watch party from all these movies, and then it won't be live, guys. So we'll record it, and then I'll chop it up. I gotta do the 5 heartbeats again because my neighbor had knocked on the door for an emergency. So
hold on, Miss Scott. Hold on, Miss Scott.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Word. We're just chilling. What'd he say?
Oh, that's Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't pay about 10 o'clock. He must have got both my ass. Damn, man. Crazy, man. Get together. man. Put that joint in the it's gonna be nice. What?
Come on, Craig, man. It's
By the
Friday.
way, I don't own the right to what's in the background. Let me put that up here before they flag me.
Oh man.
Do not own
Okay.
the
Okay,
right.
I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Hold on.
Uh oh.
I got
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh.
okay. This, okay. Just got to put that disclaimer on there. Okay. All right. Woo. Oh, we got other topics up here we got to cover.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Here's the next topic.
Okay.
Is the mindset of today's generation interfering with their ability to be professional in the workplace? So a lot of them seem to have like lazy attitudes. A lot of people are saying that their work ethic is not what it used to be 20, 30 years ago. And because of their woke culture and you can't say nothing, they're always offended. And it seems like this is their words that, you know, a lot of the, how can I put this nicely? A lot of the illnesses that they say that they have or mental disabilities that they say they don't have, certain people do not agree with them. I'm not saying that's my opinion. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. So, what do you guys think about all that?
To be honest,
Man, so uh my wife just actually had this discussion with me about 3 months ago. And everything that you just said, that you know the mindset is so much different than what it used to be. Um, Man, you know, only thing you got to do these, you know, just come to work, go home, do what you're supposed to do, and that's just the bottom line, and that's it. And so, like these folks today, man, they feel like they privileged,
Mm,
like literally privileged. Like you can't tell me what to do, and I can come to work and I can dress however I want to dress, and this, that, and the third, and whatever. And so yeah. I mean, this you know, the work ethic is not the same. It's definitely not the same.
well, to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of that stuff happened. That shift happened when the government and state took away parents' ability to discipline their children the way they wanted to.
mm,
Mhm. I agree.
mm,
That that
Totally.
that's what changed everything. When they started implementing, you know, child protective services for spanking your kid and all that stuff, that's when shit changed. Because if you think about it, we wouldn't go into our schools and pulling no guns out and shooting nobody
mm-mm.
because we know
Nope.
we get our ass whooped when we got home. You know
Nope.
what I'm saying?
Yep. Even the gang members will wait till you know, you cross the bridge or something. You know.
That
You
shit's
know.
just wild, man. That's when
Yeah.
all that shit changed. That's why the kids are the way they are now. And then instead of disciplining the kids, they want to medicate them. The first thing they want to say when a kid has a problem with uh, learning something at school is ADHD. They automatically say that instead of actually looking at the child and seeing what the what's the barrier, you know, that's causing this delayed learning. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody learns differently. You know,
Yep.
I'm a visual learner. You know,
Right.
some people can just hear what the person is saying and pick up on it. I got to see the steps. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem is.
On top of that, to add on, man, like so, man, shout out to my sister Gwen. Uh, she was most definitely instrumental uh during my elementary years to get me to where I needed to be. And so now, you know, I got an older sister who is, I ain't talking about 3 years older than me. I'm talking about a full 10, 11 years older than me. And so I had no other choice, along with my mom to do my work and basically have no excuses. The first thing that came out their mouth was, "You had heard this song before. You can learn the lyrics to this song. With hell, you better learn the multiplication facts and learn how to do other things." And so, like I said, you don't have that, anymore either. Like I said, older people, taught us, how to work, how to come to work, how to get the job done, no matter what, you know,
Man,
through this circumstance and through this circumstance. And so, you don't have that, you don't have that person over you. Not saying that they have to be standing over you, but to give you that mental mindset to be like, hey, you got to go out here and you got to get this money no matter what,
yeah,
and just make it happen.
Hustling, huh?
Well, hustle, or better yet, just have the mindset to get up and go to work, because if the old saying, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you got to bring, they got to have that mindset. That mindset needs to be there at all times. You got to
every
pay.
day,
Yeah,
every day.
you got rent. You got rent. You got car note for if you got a car note. You got electric bill.
Insurance.
Hell, if you want to sit up here and stream music and stream movies and stream shows, hell, that's your motivation to get up. Or better yet, like I said, now we got a child. So shit,
That's the mindset, huh?
that's the work ethic right there. To continue to do better and try to get more money. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, hey,
Hmm.
I got a quick question. How much longer y'all gonna be on? I gotta go and pick up my daughter.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be
it,
on
well,
probably another hour.
well, Marzell, you go step. I'm gonna step because
Okay.
I gotta. Yeah, because
Okay.
you know I'm
Uh,
looking to my left.
okay. Yeah, I understand what's going on with you. I'm gonna try to stay on for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna cover a couple of things, and then I'll redo them when y'all come back on.
All right.
For sure.
All
All right.
right, y'all take
All right.
care of business.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right. All right. I'm gonna stick on here for a little bit longer. These gentlemen have to handle family business. That is absolutely 100% important. So I will keep on. These gentlemen are making some good points. Um, I've had some people when they were talking about discipline. I've actually had some people to tell me, whooping is child abuse. Um, if you have to whoop your kids, you shouldn't have your kids. They should be taken away from you for, child abuse or something like that. I totally 1000% disagree. I believe it should be an option. I've said this a million times. Spanking should be an option, especially, excuse me, when you're at the younger stage. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't talk to kids, especially they're in the toddlers. Sometimes their mindset is just way too wired. And sometimes you have to give them a little spanking or something like that. Some people you don't have to. Some people say that it traumatized them. Well, there's nothing you could do about. I mean, I'm not saying it's good or a bad thing, but if you are very sensitive to the point where just about anything could traumatize you, does that mean that you can't be disciplined at all? If you say, well, take away your toys, then that can traumatize them. I mean, if you say go to your room, that can traumatize them because you're raising your voice. If you're saying that they can't eat the cake, 10 pieces of cake, that can traumatize them. I mean, you have to be the parent and you have to be firm. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me 1 second. I'm turning off this fan. All right. So I'm not sure where I can go with that. But anyway, topic of today is anything can happen Friday. This is fans' choice. Topics for the week. Anybody who wants to join, please, let me know. There's a link in the description, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube. I'm making strides to do it to other platforms like Instagram. I have a TikTok account now. I will post that picture probably a little bit later. Anyway, so we've had two topics so far, and we're going to get to some more topics until these gentlemen could get back. Um, we might have to come back to them later. There are a few things. Let's see. Somebody posted this on Facebook. I thought I'd post this up here. Move this banner out the way. Oh, where's the banner? Here we go. Remember when middle school was called junior high school, grades 7 through 9? Um, I thought that my junior high school was the only one that did that. I thought it was just, our junior high school was special for that. I went to Oakhurst Junior High School in Clarksdale, Mississippi. I believe, I'm not mistaken, it's called Oakhurst Middle School now. I remember it had the Bobo building, which was 3 stories. If you're from Clarksdale, please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Bobo building, no, the door building was over here, then it was the Bobo building. And I think we discussed this before, and my terrible memory. But thank you for whoever posted that. Let's see what else we got over here. We talked about Mrs. Kemp's. So we're just going to go through a few of these pictures, and you guys can jump in whenever you want to. Anybody remember that high C cooler? That Ecto cooler, those cool drinks. Why is this other picture underneath here? Hold on 1 minute. Okay. I have to take that off. So I'm going to go through a few of these. I remember Ecto coolers from back in the day. It was a very cool drink. It was part of the Ghostbusters franchise. Would you guys like to see that come back? That picture's a little wonky. It's kind of messing me up. But anyway, do you guys remember when that used to be in a tin can? The top of it used to get rusty because you put it way up there. Your parents would put it way up there because you'd be making too much of a mess. It'd get in the carpet, if you had carpet or whatever. And they put it way up there and it get rusted because of, and a lot of the powder would get on top of there as you scoop it out. And they'd rinse it off and they wouldn't drive the top of it good enough. And so the water would turn to rust because I believe it was aluminum top. So that is my memory of this deal right here. Y'all remember when Gatorade bottles used to be in glass bottles? I believe they're all in plastic bottles. But back in the day, these things used to be in glass bottles. What was your favorite Gatorade flavor? Of course, mine was lemon lime. Then it changed to, I think, fruit punch or something like that. Let's go to the next one. I don't believe that they have this Kool-Aid flavor anymore. I'm gonna have to check because my kids sometimes like to create Kool-Aid just for fun. And sometimes they'll get ice trays. We have an ice maker in our refrigerator. We just push the glass until the ice maker. But they still like to use ice trays sometime, but they'll put Kool-Aid in it and put plastic over the top of it and put the little toothpicks in there. And they'll make like Kool-Aid popsicles. Who remembers Fruitopia? I remember those drink dispensing machines. They used to be in CCC. By the way, we mentioned CCC before. That actually stands for Coahoma Community College in Clarksdale, Mississippi. That mix and match box. I'm still wondering because I've never seen that one before. But I don't see like dispensers just for Fruitopia anymore. Then we have Crystal Pepsi. I think I tried that joint one time because I was so curious. And I believe it was up in the middle of the night. I was one of those days in Clarksdale where I had my own apartment. And I believe I went to Double Quick or something like that. And I just saw it there and I got curious. So on top of getting some drinks or whatever I got that Crystal Pepsi. Not a fan. Did any of y'all try that Crystal Pepsi? Was it any good? let me know. Ooh, now I know y'all remember these. If y'all ever went to the corner lady, who is usually this old woman in the hood, and she used to slide open her window, and you could buy freeze cups. You could buy these little barrels that had juice in them, and they're probably like a quarter or something like that. Um, y'all remember those? Country Time lemonade. I used to love that. It was not lemonade; it was a lemon drink, but it sure was good, depending on what you eat it with. For some reason, I remember drinking that with Kip's hamburgers. I don't know why. Um, we got the Nestle Quick in the syrup form. It's a strawberry flavor. I'm just going through some things that people was posting recently. Sobe. These things I used to love the hell out of. And the reason being is that I never was a fan of pops per se. Even like right now, if I drink a pop, it'll usually be, and that's what we call it. Here's another discussion: is it pops or sodas? Which one do y'all call it? But if I drink a soda pop, I put it this way: it was usually either a Coca Cola or I would drink a Dr Pepper. Even today, and the reason why I drink it, to be honest with you, is because number one, because of the caffeine, and number two, if I eat something greasy like a bunch of pizza or hamburger or cheeseburger, I need something to dissolve all that food. So that's why I would do that or drink that. What else we got here? I was discussing this with Lamar earlier. The old McDonald's. Ooh, just looking at that brings back some memories. Do you guys remember if you're in the Memphis area in the 80s? They had something called Color of the Weather. And I've been looking everywhere for that doggone thing. If any of you guys have, hold on 1 minute. Somebody just sent a message. Okay, that's from something else. Sorry. So if any of you guys in the Memphis area have any of those Color of the Weather, I know they existed. I know this isn't just a what you call a Mandela effect or something. But at McDonald's, you could have this sheet of paper, and it was like a coloring sheet of paper, and you color the weather, and you send it into I think uh, WPTY, and you would get your colored thing on the news or whatever. But if you guys have any of those who are in the Memphis area, let me know. I'll buy it off of you. Okay. I mean, that's a big piece of nostalgia for me. So, I'm not saying I pay any price you give, but if you have any of those color the weather, uh, even if you've colored them in, that's fine. I could always trace and make another one. You know what I'm saying? I can have another one made. So, if you have those, I'll gladly pay them for you. I've been looking on eBay. I've been searching in different groups. I have not found it. Um, Anyway, I might leave a little early because if they have some family business to handle, then I'm going to let them handle their family business. I'm not going to wait around for an entire hour. I can. Oh, that's nobody. I thought this was, you know, nope, 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 nope. I thought those were comments. Let me make sure. Okay, comments. Let me take this thing off. Oh, there's something else. Anyway, um, this has been pretty interesting so far. Those are the two questions that were brought to me today. Is the mindset of today's generation interfering with their ability to be professional in the workplace? Were women in the 80s and 90s different from the women today? If so, how have their views have how have their views on relationships changed? I'm going a little bit too fast. So, um, anyway, today is topics anybody I'm getting sleepy, guys. You could tell I'm not even reading right. Anything can happen Friday. Fans choice for topics this week. So anyway, I'm going to give some shout outs, my final shout outs. And if you guys want to join in, you can definitely join in. Please, if you have not done so, My book, Blackjack and the Beanstalk, is now available on Amazon. It is a great book. If you love Tyler Perry type stories, it's not like that, but it's about a conspiracy theorist. He used to be a former cop. Now he works in the advertisement business and he's a conspiracy theorist. And a lot of these conspiracy theories are affecting his workplace and his relationship with his wife, and a number of other things. And they think that, well, it basically has to do with this influence from this person in the neighborhood. It's called the Beanstalk. And the Beanstalk is this guy who's very tall. Think about 6'5". Think about Snoop Dogg. You know, somebody who's smooth and skinny and charismatic. And he's influencing Blackjack to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? That alternative things, alternative medicines, alternative ways of life, and kind of it's a retelling of Blackjack and the Beanstalk from an urban tale. So you guys can kind of tell the general way that it's going to go. And he was supposed to buy a suit for his new job, but he got manipulated out of that. Not because of three beans, I believe it was three beans and Beanstalk, Jack and the Beanstalk, but it was for a beanie cap. And the beanie cap is significant because of reasons, because you need to read the book. That's why it's significant. So I'm not going to tell you guys anymore. Check out my girl, Monique Silver. She has a book, Untold Lies of a Silent Heart. That's a pretty good. I'm still reading the book and I'm breaking down the characters. I'm really getting more and more into it. And I believe the young lady said that she's going to do a second edition of this book, which is going to be even more awesome than it already is. Please check it out, guys. Now, Jeffrey, I'm going to contact you directly and I'm going to ask you how to pronounce your last name. Jeremillions, I believe it's pronounced, but he has a book called When Happiness Spreads. Um, these are all books on Amazon, even mine and these two individuals. Their books are on Amazon. I will not be giving say, hey, it's a good book or whatever. I can tell you how it is so far. Both of these books are great, but like I said, I really want to read all the way through them and do like a video on them. That's why I'm not saying much about them. And because of the enormous things that I have to do for my family, this podcast, and my projects, I haven't had a chance to read through them. So I need to read through it like really fast. I usually read them 2 or 3 times before I give an analysis. So I'll skim through them really quick, and then I'll read through them and really ingest everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the plot and stuff like that. And then I'll digest it one more time, and then I'll make it into a video or whatever. But anyway, check out my boy the Juice Weezer, my boy David Everest Productions on YouTube. Check them out. They do a lot of voiceover and stuff like that. Really funny. Check it out. My girl Lova T on the Lova T Experience. And my boy Merrington Marsons, check him out. Abiding on Tubi. That's the name of the film that he made. It's called Abiding on Tubi. It's about a gentleman who used to be an assassin, and now he has a family life. And that life, I'm not going to say much about it, but that life is coming back to haunt him. So check out that. It's very professionally done. Abiding is a great movie. He has some other movies coming out. Barrington Marston's production is the name of his production company. Check it out. Check it out. My boy who just left, the Flavor in Your Ear, Lamar Hicks, the Flavor in Your Ear podcast, Creative Team Entertainment. Check him out at www.hicks2021.com, or you can get him at Creative Team Entertainment at gmail.com. All right. I also have my book, Planet Football and Heretic Kitten. Okay, I mentioned Blackjack and the Beanstalk. Planet Football and Heretic Kitten is about a planet of cats. They're the majority race on this planet, and there's another race of beings called the rats, and they're the minority race on this planet. They were taken away from their land from the left continent. The cats will live on the right continent, and they see themselves as the dominant ones. And there's a whole story behind it. And the cats continue their superiority because of their religion. It's called Gatoism. Okay, and they use that as support to do whatever they want to subjugate the minority race. Anyway, check it out. It is on Amazon. I'm still gonna be doing my video game playing, maybe. I've kind of switched this up though. I'm going to do watch parties. I've already done one. However, I had to redo the five heartbeats because I had an emergency and it kind of messed the things up. So I couldn't even edit it the way I wanted to edit it for various reasons. So I'm gonna have to do the five heartbeats over again. I also have got Drumline here. Got that movie. What else I got? I will be doing the Karate Kid movie, part 1, 2, and 3. Oh, here's part 1 right here. The Karate Kid. All right. This would be good for all my martial artists, Taekwondo people. You ever seen that one? The best of the best. This is the best of the best martial art Taekwondo movies. This is number 1 Taekwondo movie, if you ask me. I'll be doing one on this movie, The Renaissance Man. This is one of my favorite movies that has to do with basic training in the Army. Mostly because it reminds me so much of me doing basic training in the Army. It's a great little story about a man who worked for an advertisement company, and he got fired for various reasons, and he had to go work at the Army base, and he had to teach the Army soldiers different stuff. I won't give it away. I got Coming to America. Oh, the five heartbeats. I got to do that again. But anyway, if you guys need to contact me, you can contact me. Look on YouTube, KillaKrane Productions. That's KillaKrane Productions. You can also email me if you wish. KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com. That's KillaKrane Productions@gmail.com. You can catch me on Instagram, Venaris KillaKrane Productions. You can also catch me on the TikTok. Okay, and I believe Venaris being Venaris is the name of it, or at KillaKrane Productions, one of the two. So if you start searching it up like that, I'm not exactly sure which one you search up. I just created my TikTok account a couple of weeks ago, I think. So I'm not exactly sure about the ins and outs of it. I will be creating some videos once I get some time. I'm doing about 20 different projects. But anyway, let me check the comments right quick. None from YouTube, none on Facebook. I want to thank Lamar Hicks for joining me today. I want to thank Marzel Paler for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm going to end this a little early. Got to meet up with my girlfriend anyway. And that's about it. All right, guys. If you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about, I can always do this podcast. Again, some people have said, well, if you could do it on Saturday mornings, that'd be great. Well, I can. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what time works good for you. Whether you want to do a watch party, whether you want to do the games, whether you want to do the podcast, whatever. Just let me know, guys. That's all you got to do is let me know. Once again, my contact information up there. KillaKrane Productions on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, put in KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions. And you can email me at KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com, and Instagram, Venaris KillaKrane Productions, and on Twitter. Now, God, though, I keep forgetting all these things. I'm sure I have a Twitter account. I probably got a couple of them, but I'm not doing nothing with them. But then I have my TikTok, which is Venaris being Venaris, or KillaKrane Productions, one of them. All right. I'm gonna end it a little early. I thank you guys for joining. If you have any ideas, just let me know. All right. Thank you very much. Remember, every Friday, as of right now, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Every Friday. So you be like, is there a podcast? Well, if I haven't canceled it, there's going to be a podcast. Even if I have to make a quick note on Facebook to say, hey, there's no podcast today. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even have a poster design or whatever. Okay. um, I'm thinking that the topic for next week will be does race play a part in certain things? And I'm gonna give a list of things to see if you guys think that race actually plays a part of it. Do you think race is an actual thing? And I'm not talking about the human race. I'm talking about, you know, black, white, Caucasian, Native American, um, Chinese, Japanese, whether it should be called Asians or, Orientals, where do those terms come from? We're going to get into quite an intellectual conversation. Certain groups. I watched the movie Hidden Colors. This is not a requirement to be on the podcast, but I would suggest that you guys watch the movie Hidden Colors. It will tell you a lot about race and stuff like that. Um, and they will even talk about like the original excuse me, Australians and the original Japanese and Chinese. They were dark skinned black people and the Irish people. That's what they say. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. That's my suggestion. If nobody else gives me any other suggestions, I'm a roll with it. I think by Monday or either Sunday evening, I might even post it, but then I can change it all the I can always change it, okay, guys? So anyway, you guys hit me up with that contact information right there. And I'm going to end a little early. All right. Take care, guys. Appreciate those who joined and those who are watching and those who will be watching in the future. Take care. See you on this Friday. That will be the 15th of this month. So it'll be November the 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Take care, guys.